Buzz's Retirement Garage. This may not be for all my subscribers, but the last time I talked about this was probably back in November, maybe October. And back then, we were talking about Tru-Tone bulbs. And I just got an email from them that they were selling something that I was interested in before, I think in 2022. And then they had some issues. And now it's come back. And Tru-Tone, if you don't know who they are, they're a small company, I think out in Utah, and they make Christmas bulbs like in LED, but the color tone is the same as the 1950s or 1960s C7 and C9 bulbs. So I have my whole house, my tree, all decorated with Tru-Tone bulbs. So I thought if you're interested in something like this, um, the LEDs nowadays are nice and bright and cheerful, and they're great. The regular bulbs that you can get are super. There's nothing wrong with them. But I like that nostalgia. If you remember an old C7 light that was on your Christmas tree back in the 50s, 60s, and when you touched it, it was super hot. Well, of course, LED bulbs may be warm, but they're certainly not hot like they were before. So I wanted you to see this website because a couple reasons. Number one, let me just say, I have no connection to Tru-Tone whatsoever. I only feature this because I believe in their product and I love these bulbs. There's not many things that I would talk about like this, but these guys, and I'm a big Christmas fan, so this is up in my, top two, top three type companies that I like. So they do have free shipping for a limited time only. So if you spend $100, it's free shipping, and that's a pretty good deal based on the last few years that I purchased from them. So if you look at their website, they have a really cool website too, and they were doing some Fourth of July specials, but you could see you could see how they've got this. They got the pink bulbs. They're showing you how you can put red, green, and white, and then they have their white bulbs. Then they have these are jewel tone bulbs. I think they're just really cool. These colors are so close to and I have some 1960s bulbs, and I've matched them up. They are so close. They are in the same shape, so they're really, really interesting. You can watch their commercial. We won't go into that now. So you can see on the left here, that's a C7, a C9, and they also have S14s. I've never bought those. You have you see how these go on and off? Isn't that cool? There's what they call the mod mix, classic color mod mix, which has some purples and pinks and the teal back here on the right. And they have a couple different versions of purple and teal, more of a muted and then more of a brighter. So that's pretty much that. But so if we go to shop, and here's the reason I got on here, this new star treetop. I bought this today, and we're in mid July here, just round in the corner in mid July, and I bought this right here. I just like it. Um, it's you can do some things with it. This is the old, probably the 1920s or 1930s. They had these type of stars. Um, if you can find them now, you can actually still find some on eBay, and they go for a pretty penny. So this is I think they're selling these for about $35. Yeah, 34.95. The bulbs are not included, so you will get you can get, I should say, some a pack of 5 bulbs, 50% off one 5 pack. So you can, if you just bought the star, you could put that in, and you could select, the classic color. Or if you're just getting the 5, you can get a classic mix, which is what we just saw. You can get the mod mix. You can get just different colors. If you'd like to do all, let's say you want to do all blue, or you wanted to do all pink. So you get the gist of that. Um, let's go back up here. So, I mean, they talk about it too. They'll tell you some of the good things about it. Um, and you can read that. But check this website out. I mean, it's really cool. You can shop. And then, so we go to light bulbs. They have light strings. They have complete sets. I mean, look at their light sets. This is just like the old days. If this pops up, here we go. I mean, just like the old days where you have the old box. Um, I mean, if you can go on eBay or a vintage collector site, and you can pick up some of these from the 50s and the 60s. I just bought some 2 years ago that looked like they were brand new and never even taken out of the box. C7 lights. Just to me, they're beautiful. Again, I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but it just I enjoy it. So they have different types of box sets, um, and again, these are those what you just saw there were the uh, jewel tones they call them, and then you have these regulars, and you can get them in C9, C7. You can see the two different sizes. So C9s, most people they do put them on their Christmas trees, but mostly those are outdoor lights. Um, those jewel tones right there, the C7s, I personally would not put them outside. I've had some paint chipping. Um, and one good thing about Tru-Tone, any bulbs that you have issues with, their customer service is fantastic. You can get a refund on it or a replacement. Normally they like to replace it. So they also sell the cord sets. Now you can see they're out of stock. It is mid July, so they're out of stock of some things. They usually get their stock in around, I want to say September or October. They get more stock in. So you can pre-order and then you'll get shipping right away. So if we go back to the here, we can look at the light strings, and they do sell now. Uh, you can get them probably cheaper on Amazon. I mean, but they do have nice ones. If you could see, they've got the green, double green, two-tone green, I should say, and then they have the green and the red, as you can see right there. These are nice strings. I do have a few pairs of these that I bought from them. They're really nice. They're not some cheap stuff. They have a product guide here, and if you get on the website, it's an explanation like why True Tone bulbs, what do all the numbers mean, C7, C9, um, where can I use the lights, how many lights do I need, troubleshooting, storage, and then they even have a project window where you can basically look at where they have done some projects that you may want to try as well, and that's in their decoration guide. So, and I haven't made any of these, but like you can make this. Look at the shooting star. I mean, that's kind of cool. It's simple, but it looks pretty cool when you're using the jewel. It looks like a mix of jewel tones and classics as for the tail, but you can mix and match, and they show you how to do that. Um, the one on the left looks pretty cool too, and some different stars and just felt flowers. Actually, I never saw this one before. That's interesting. And the one on the left, I never saw that one either. Hmm, very interesting. So they give you some ideas that if you're handy, you could maybe um, take a look at. And then they got the reviews and the FAQs, and you can set up your account. But to me, I mean, like I said, I just love them. There's a company store, but let's go back to the light bulbs real quick. So I have C9s on my roof. So we'll click on that. Just click right on the bulb. It'll take you to the C9s, and explains you're going to need a light string compatible with C9s. They're not, you can't mix C7s and C9s. One, the base is larger than the other. The C9 base is bigger. But you have the classic color, the jewel tone, and the candle glow. So this is your classic colors. You can see them lit up right there. I mean, the pink's actually kind of cool too. I'm not a big fan of the oranges and the teals and purples. I'm more of a basic type person, but I kind of like the pinks and I like the whites. You don't see whites on your standard LEDs right now. Like if you buy a colored string, like a red, green, blue, maybe some purple LED lights, you rarely see like a ceramic white like they have right there. And I think they're cool because back in the 60s and 70s, they had them. And you just don't see those anymore. So I just love that. They come in a box, 25. You can get a mix or you can buy. So what I did this year was I bought that star, and then I bought a 25 pack because I'm going to put it on straight up this tree on the left, and another 25. I bought one 25 in red, 25 in green, and I can mix or match them. And I'll buy two strings. I didn't buy the strings from here. The light strings, I'll probably get those off. In full disclosure, I'll get those off of Amazon. I did the same thing last year, but I do like their strings. I guarantee if anything happens to them or any issues, they'll take care of it. So they even give you like the purple. You got a couple different. You could see the different colors. So you got a light purple and you got a purple, and you can see the difference. And I mean, that's just pretty cool. And what was the other one? The teal. We can do a teal comparison. So you got your teals, light teal and teal. Those aren't bad. I actually do have some of those, and they're not bad. They're not my favorites, but they're kind of cool. I mean, I just didn't grow up with teal. I don't remember in the 60s or early 70s seeing teal, but maybe I had them and just didn't realize it. Um, so that's your classics. And then we'll just finish up with the jewel tones. I don't have any candle glow. I'm not a big fan of those, but people are. The jewel tones, like I said, use them inside. I'm not crazy about using them outside. At least the ones that I have kind of chipped a little bit. Um, but these are kind of cool too. So I have a mix on my Christmas tree in the house. I have a mix of both of these, the C7s Jewel Tone and the C7 Classics. And then, I've got extra bulbs so I can mix and match or even add more. Just, I probably have enough to do another 25. Just buy another string and I can do that because I like to mix and match different colors depending on my mood. So it comes the same way. You got the 5 pack. Well, these are C9s they're showing, but there's a 5 pack and 25 pack. Same thing. So pricing, it's like $41 for 25 of the big ones, the big boys, C9s, $40.95. So, they're not cheap. But again, I would stick with this, my personal opinion, stick with the C7s, keep them inside. Don't take these outside. My opinion only. Um, every year, it seems like they get better product. Their inspection process gets better and better because obviously they're made overseas. I don't know exactly what country, but um, they are trying to, and it's hard to, have an inspector sitting in the plant. Some countries are frown on that type of thing. So, but they do a really good job, and I really love these lights. And I just wanted to share this with people who have the same affinity for, nostalgia Christmas type things. And I also will do something on ornaments too because I do. I have a lot of shiny, bright ornaments, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, this is Buzz's Retirement Garage in the Christmas spirit in mid-July. And I hope you enjoyed this, but check out Tru-Tone. Again, I'm not affiliated in any way, shape, or form to this company. I just love what they do. So check out Tru-Tone, and we'll talk to you again.